Hello friends, my name is D.Ogega. Welcome to our lesson 2. Our first lesson we looked at harmony part 1. I looked at the first two chords, which are major and minor chords. In our second lesson, which is harmony part 2, we are going to look at diminished chord, a diminished chord, how it is structured and its characteristics. A diminished chord contains a minor third, which are 3.5 steps from the root note, coupled by a diminished fifth from the root. It has a distinctive timbre, sad, and unstable sounding. They may sound off-putting. Now let us look by writing how it is structured, and so that you understand more. Welcome. Practically on a paper. A diminished chord has its formula, which is a root, a minor third, and a diminished fifth. So when looking at a C minor chord, a C minor chord will have C, E flat, and G flat. It's found from the scale of C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So counting 3.5 steps from C, we get E flat and G, and a diminished fifth. A diminished fifth has 6 semitones, and a minor third has 3.5 semitones. For a diminished seventh chord, you have two options. The first option is a half diminished chord, and the second option is a full diminished chord. Let us look at the first option, which is a half diminished chord. This option, it keeps the minor seventh, so it is therefore will have the notes C. From C, we go to E flat, G flat, and B flat. And the second option, which is a full diminished a diminished chord, it flattens the minor seventh down a step to become enharmonically equivalent to a major sixth. It has 9 semitones. Now, a C fully diminished seventh chord made up of C, E flat, G flat, and a B double flat, which is equivalent to. Now, for a diminished seventh chord, you have two options. The first option is a half diminished chord, and the second one is a fully diminished chord. A half diminished chord keeps the minor seventh, so it is therefore will have the notes C, E, E flat, G flat, and B flat. But when we come to the second option, which is a fully diminished, it flattens the minor seventh down a step to become an harmonically equivalent. Now, let us continue by looking at augmented chords. Augmented chords. Augmented chords is the opposite of a diminished chord. Here, augmented chord is when you take a major chord and raise the seventh one semtone. And raise the 50 by one semtone, so that it is 8 semitones away from the root. This way, it's made up of 2 major third intervals, whereas a diminished has 2 minor third intervals. For example, we have C, E, G. This is a major chord, and when it comes in augmented chords, a major chord is raised. The fifth is raised by a semitone. Now G is raised by a sharp. So it has 3 between C and E. We have 3. We have a third, and between E to G sharp we have a third. So that's how it is constructed. And now let us look at the seventh chord, major seventh chord. Major seventh chord. A major seventh chord gets its name because it uses the seventh scale degree. As we said above, a triad chord uses the root note, the third scale degree, and the fifth scale degree to make a chord. So if E major scale is E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, and E, then E major triad will be the first, third, and fifth, which is E, G sharp, and B. So a seventh chord adds an extra note to the triad seventh chord, which is D. The seventh scale degree in E major is D. So it adds an extra note to the triad, and the note that it adds is the seventh scale degree. A C major seventh chord is C, E, G, B. This is the root, third, fifth, and seventh. and a C minor seventh chord will be C, E, G, and B flat. This is a C minor chord. Hello friends, I thank you for your watching. You have taken time to watch us. Our next lesson we shall be looking at harmony part 3, which has more practicals. We shall be writing a tune and try to harmonize in different keys. Mostly I will pick key G. I write a melody, we harmonize, and key C, C major. And also we shall be looking on some other chords here. Some two chords. We have suspended chords, extended chords, the 9th, 11th, etc. Remember to subscribe to my channel and also share to your friends. Thank you. God bless you.